Okay, so this video was made possible by audible.com/Jonah, but not for the reasons that you're probably thinking, so bear with me. Now, my friends over at Audible hit me and you guys up with the amazing opportunity to check out any audiobook that we wanted during their 30-day free trial. Link in the description. So after heading over to audible.com/Jonah and looking through their almost 180,000 plus titles, ranging from romance, mystery, to nonfiction and fiction, I stumbled upon this amazing book called The Creative Habit. And after about 5 minutes of listening to it, I was completely hooked. And I remember listening to it literally while I was in the shower or on my way to a gig, just any chance that I got to listen to it. And the more I listened to it, the more I realized that every chapter reminded me of, well, me. So this is a story about stories. And also me. In 2006, my parents bought me my first iMac, and it was awesome. I did everything on that computer. And by everything, I mostly mean like playing around with the awesome effects on iPhoto and spending like hours on RuneScape. And one day, I decided to turn RuneScape off and Google how to get to a higher level. And I stumbled upon this incredible world of Google. And while scrolling through a whole bunch of tactics sites, I found something that I never thought that I would find. I discovered blogs. Holy crap. Millions of people posting their opinions online, on the web, for millions of other people to see. No holding back, no regard for feelings, and most importantly, no filter at all. 100% raw human knowledge. Right there in front of me with no one to say, you can't post that. And to a 12-year-old just entering middle school, this was incredible. Now, I had never been much of a writer before entering this world of free speech and complete anonymity on the internet, but as soon as I discovered blogs, I went crazy. Blog post after blog post. I said it like it was from my super intellectual 6th grade mind until one of my friends came over and told me that people did the same exact thing, but with art. I hopped on my computer and there it was. An entire community of artists posting all of their work online for the entire world to see. No fear of judgment, no boundaries, just pure, unadulterated art. Paintings, sketches, cartoons, charcoal drawing, each one more unique than the last. Where was I? I had to get into this. So I took up drawing, and draw I did. Not that I hadn't been drawing since I was like 5, but this was so much different. I started drawing on everything that I could get my hands on. Like wood, cardboard, canvas, you name it, I drew on it. And as soon as I was done, not 5 minutes later, it was right up online for the whole world to see. I'm 13 years old, and you can barely even open my bedroom door without stepping into a puddle of turquoise acrylic. So one night while I was sifting through a pile of old sketches, I got an email from a good friend of mine, titled very simply, Speed Painting Video, on a relatively new site called YouTube. And it was literally just a sped up video of an artist painting. That was it. Nothing special, except everything about it was special. The way he splashed the paint against the canvas. I watched as this artist shared his work while showing me how he did it, and I was hooked. So literally the next day I went out and bought myself a Canon T2i, which at the time was one of the best cameras that anyone on YouTube could be shooting on. Now I'm 14 years old uploading videos of myself making paintings. You're probably thinking, Jonah, that is so awesome. You must have been so cool in high school. Well, trust me, I was 10 times cooler than you already think. Now, the paintings turned into vlogs, the vlogs turned into sketches, the sketches turned into films, and then the films turned back into vlogs. But the point is, as I got older, even though the format of my expression changed, my stories stayed exactly the same. But there are so many ways of sharing a story that 12-year-old me would never even begin to relate to 14-year-old me, 16-year-old me, or me right now. So that is how I tell my story. How do you tell yours?